Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So we are going to be doing something very interesting in this video. Now we are going to compare this Itel 27,000 mAh against the Oraimo 27,000 mAh to see which of them is stronger and to see the actual capacity these two power banks hold. So for this Itel, it has a power output of 22.5 watts, has digital display, and this one happens to come with a free charger. Then for the Oraimo, we have 22.5 watts output too, and it has digital display. So for the test, we are going to be using this Infinix phone. It's a 5 mAh capacity Infinix phone. Still, it's less than a month old, so the 5,000 mAh in this phone is still very complete. And to get a very and a more accurate result, we are going to be using this USB digital tester. So this little piece of device is very powerful. It can measure the mAh that's coming out from each power bank and also the power in watt hour. So that we are going to put into high concentration, the power in watt hour and the mAh. So this is going to be our tool to actually test the capacity of these two power banks. So stay tuned, and we are going to start with the Itel 27,000 mAh. We have already charged these two power bank. In fact, we have discharged it to 0%. Then we have charged both of them to 100% full capacity for this test. So now this is the Itel 27,000 mAh. This is the Oraimo. In terms of size, if you check, the Itel is slightly bigger in size, but the Oraimo is slightly a little bit taller, almost the same thing. Generally, the Itel is bigger. Now you see, the Itel is 100% fully charged. Likewise, the Oraimo, both of them are 100% fully charged. So we're going to start with the Itel. I have my tester here. So I'll just plug it to any of these ports that I want to use to charge. Okay. If I plug it to the USB port, see that this tester is on. Now, let me zoom. So let me plug it in again. Now it's on. It's showing this second option is the mAh, while this is the watt hour. This purple one. So before we begin, let's see the watt hour this power bank holds. The Itel holds a watt hour of, if you check the capacity, you see 27,000 mAh, then 99.9 watt hour. Same thing for the Oraimo, 27,000 mAh, 99.9 watt hour. So every 27,000 mAh generally have 99.9 watt hour. So from research, it's better to measure the capacity in watt hour than mAh, but this is actually giving us both values, and we are going to compare the value. So the 99.9 watt hour is actually the rating that this power bank have. So once we are done with the test, we'll see how many watt hour or mAh this power bank has when we finally run it down to 0%. So let me connect my phone. Now if you see, the phone is charging. The phone is charging. The phone is at 5%, it's charging. Now let's come to our reading. This is the reading. We have 7 mAh so far. I see it's counting. Then the watt hour, we have 0.04 watt hour. So now we are going to use this power bank to charge this phone. See, the power bank is fully drained. Then we show you the final result we get from, or the final reading that this digital USB tester gives to us. So that will actually tell us the actual mAh or capacity this Itel power bank holds. We'll do the same thing for the Oraimo. So let's leave the Itel to charge our phone, and we're running the test. So stay tuned. Now, if you notice, the voltage that is coming out from this power bank that's been drawn by this power bank is 5.07. It's fluctuating 5.07 to 5.08. Now, if you check the design voltage for the batteries in this power bank, is actually 3.7 volts. So at the end of the results, I'm going to explain the effect of this 3.7 being converted to 5.08. 0.08, the effect it has on the whole charging process and on the power bank. So we are still on with the test. We have charged this phone, discharge, charging, discharge. Now the power bank is on 19%. Now the phone is still charging right now. Let's see our results so far. Let me go to the place. Now so far, we have used up 72.86 watt hour. Then for the mAh, we actually had to use this power bank or this setup to charge another phone, which was a fast charging phone. So because of that, the voltage the fast charging phone was taking was 9 point something volts. So that whole setup will alter the value of the mAh. So because of that, we're going to use the watt hour to do our final calculation. You remember I mentioned that measuring with mAh is not the best way to go, it's not the best option. So it's better to use the watt hour of the power bank to calculate the capacity of the power bank. So currently at 19%, we have used up to 72.95 mAh currently because it's still running. And remember, sorry, 72.98 watt hour, not mAh, watt hour. And remember, our power bank is rated at 99.9 watt hour at 3.7 volts. So once we are done with the test, I'm going to do a final calculation and show you the actual capacity in mAh and watt hour that this power bank holds. Then I will tell you how many times from the calculation this power bank can charge your various devices, phones, and the likes. Stay tuned. So our power bank has fully discharged. You can see it's 0% and the phone has stopped charging. So since it has fully discharged, you can't power this for us to see the results. So I'm going to just put a little power into the power bank and then show you our final results from this test. So this is our final result. The watt hour reading we are having here is 94.31 watt hour, as against the rating, the actual capacity rating in watt hour is 99.9. So this power bank actually performed well. So I'm going to proceed to do the necessary calculation to tell you how many times this power bank can actually charge your phone in practical usage with this reading we just got, with this result we got from this test. Stay tuned. So this is the analysis of the result we got from the Itel 27000 mAh power bank test. So from what the company said, the rated capacity of this power bank is 99.9 watt hour. In mAh is 27,000 mAh, which is written on the body of the carton of the power bank. Then from our test, from what our USB tester gave to us, what we actually measured was 94.31 watt hour. That's what we got in reality from that test, as against this 99.9 watt hour. Now the voltage rating on every power bank battery is usually 3.7 volts. So most power bank batteries have a voltage rating of 3.7 volts. Now to convert this particular data to mAh, so I just want to show you this value in mAh. We are going to use a very simple formula. So to actually get this measured energy in mAh, the formula is the measured energy times 1000 divided by 3.7, which is the voltage rating on the power bank. So we have 94.31 times 1000 divided by 3.7 to now give you 25,489 mAh. So this is the actual capacity in reality that this power bank holds based on the test we did. So the 27,000 mAh gave us in reality 25,489 thousand mAh. So that's what we got. Now we now proceed to how many times can this power bank actually charge your phone? How many times can you charge your phone based on this result? So we are going to be using a 5,000 mAh phone as case study because our test will use a 5,000 mAh phones to do the test. So if you are using a 5,000 mAh, you can just go with the flow here. Now every phone battery has a voltage rating while they are charging. While they are charging, the voltage rating on smartphone battery ranges from 0.7 to 4.4. So we took the average from 3.7 to 4.4. That's how we arrived at 4.05 to be the average voltage rating on phone batteries. Now we want to convert this 5,000 mAh battery capacity for phone to watt hour. Remember I told you it's better to work with watt hour when you are trying to measure the capacity a battery can store. So our test was done in watt hour. So now we want to convert this to watt hour first so that we'll be able to calculate the number of times this power bank will actually charge a 5,000 mAh phone. So to do that, we use the second formula, which is the battery capacity in watt hour is equals to the battery capacity in mAh times the average voltage, which is 4.05, then divided by 1000. So that gave us the result. The battery capacity in mAh, that means your phone battery now is 5000 mAh times 4.05 volts, then divided by 1000, which will give you 20.25 watt hour. So that's the energy that your phone battery holds. In reality, that's the energy while it's charging, that's the energy it holds. Now, to get the number of times this 27,000 mAh Itel power bank will charge a 5000 mAh phone, we use the last formula, which is very simple. The measure energy in mAh, which is this 94.31, divided by the battery capacity in mAh, which is this 20.25. So we now arrive at this result 4.66 times. So on average, this 27,000 mAh Itel power bank can charge your phone, your 5,000 mAh phone, 4.5 times to 5 times, as the case may be. So some people may experience 4.5 times, some may experience 5 times. So this applies when you are not using the phone. So if you are using the phone while it's charging, you may not get this number of times. The power bank may not charge your phone this amount of times. But when you keep your phone data turned off, you get this range from 4.5 times to 5 times with from the Itel 27,000 mAh. So now we are going to perform the same test for the Oraimo 27,000 mAh, and we're also going to explain the result from the Oraimo 27,000 mAh just like this. So stay tuned for the Oraimo 27,000 mAh test. Yeah. So we are done with the Itel. Now we want to start the test for the Oraimo 27,000 mAh. Our power bank is 100% fully charged. So let me connect the tester for this, the USB tester. Okay. Okay, our tester is connected. Now the first thing we have to do is to reset the value. To reset that value, is to reset the value on the tester. Hold it. Yeah, everything is now zero. If you can see the watt hour is zero, everything reading here is zero. Now I'll connect my USB to read, and now I connect it to the phone. Yep. So our phone has started charging, and let me show you what the USB tester is showing. So the reading has begun. So far we have 3 watt hour. So we have started the test with the Oraimo. So we are going to drain this Oraimo to 0%, and we'll see the actual capacity this power bank holds and compare the results with the Itel 27,000 mAh, which we just completed the test for. Stay tuned. CYS Gadgets. So we are still running our test, and the phone is on 10. The power bank currently is on 10%, and the phone is still charging. Let's see the energy, the measured energy so far in watt hour. So far we have power bank has given us 76.63 watt hour, and the test continues. So remember, the rating of this power bank is 99.9 watt hour. So that's the company rating on this power bank. So let's see what we're going to get for the final result from this power bank after we completely drain it. This is the Oraimo 27,000 mAh power bank. Yeah, stay tuned. So our power bank is completely drained. You can see it's blinking to zero, and then the phone is no longer charging. So we are going to just put a little bit of power into this power bank so that we'll see the final result from it in watt hour, because our tester is currently off now because the power bank doesn't supply any power. So let's just charge the power bank a little bit and then see the results from the tester. Yeah. So from our test, what we got, the Oraimo gave us 88.65 watt hour. So that's what we got from this Oraimo in the measurement. Let me show you again. 88.65 watts hour. Like we did for the Itel, we are going to do the calculation and then result analysis and tell you how many times this power bank will charge your phone and the capacity, the actual capacity this power bank holds in reality in mAh. So that 88.65, we're going to convert it to mAh like we did for the Itel. So stay tuned. So this is the analysis of the result we got from the Oraimo 27,000 mAh power bank test. Now the rated capacity, the design rated capacity for this power bank is 99.9 watt hour and 27,000 mAh. Our measured capacity, the actual measured capacity, or we can call it measured energy, from the test was 88.65 watt hour. Then the power bank rating, as usual, the battery rating for the power bank in volts is 3.7 volts. So if I want to convert this 88.65 watt hour to mAh so that I know the actual mAh this power bank hold from the test. If we are using the formula, the measured energy times 1000 divided by 3.7 volts, we got 23,959 mAh. So this is the actual capacity from this power bank from our test. This is the actual capacity we got, 23,959 mAh. Now we proceed to calculate the number of times this power bank can charge a 5000 mAh phone. Now the average volt of a phone battery while it's charging, it's 4.05 volts. We already did that calculation. So if we're using this formula, uh, we have to first of all get the battery capacity of the phone in watt hour before we can get the number of times. So if we use this formula, the phone battery capacity in watt hour, the formula is the phone battery in mAh times the volts, which is 4.05 divided by 1000. So if we do the calculation, we get 20.25 watt hour. So this is the capacity of the phone battery, a 5000 mAh phone battery. Now, the third formula to get the number of times is very simple. We divide the measured energy or the actual energy in watt hour by the phone battery capacity in watt hour, which is this it's 8.65 divided by 20.25. So it's 8.65 divided by 20.25, we got 4.36 times. So this power bank can charge a 5000 mAh phone 4 to 4.5 times. Yeah, you can charge your 5000 mAh from 4 to 4.5 times. That's what you should get from this Oraimo 27,000 mAh power bank. And remember, when you are charging the phone, you only get these results when you are not using the phone while charging it. So if you are using the phone while charging it, you may not it may not charge your phone up to 4 to 4.5 times. So when the phone is not being used by charging, you get something like this. So this is what you get from the Oraimo 27,000 mAh while using it to charge a 5000 mAh capacity phone. Yeah. So for our final result for these two power bank, first for the Itel 27,000 mAh, the rated capacity on this power bank was 99.9 watt hour and in mAh it was 27,000 mAh. So our measured capacity using this USB tester, we got 94.31 watt hour. That's what this power bank gave us. And if you convert that value to mAh, we got 25,489 mAh. And so, how many times can this power bank charge a 5000 mAh phone? So when we do the calculation, it can charge a 5000 mAh phone 4.66 times. So that's approximately 4.5 times to 5 times. That's what you get from this Itel power bank. Then, for the Oraimo 27,000 mAh, the rated capacity was 99.9 watt hour, and our measured capacity here in watt hour was 88.65 watt hour. That's what we got from this power bank. Then, if you convert that same value to mAh, that will give you about 23,959 mAh. That's what this power bank actually holds. Then how many times can this power bank charge a 5000 mAh phone? From our calculation, you see that we got about 4.38 times. That would be on average 4 to 4.5 times. That's the number of times this power bank can charge your phone. Now, the reason why we didn't get 27,000 mAh from these two power banks as advertised on the body or by the brand is because while we are charging, there's something we call conversion. So we are converting from 3.7 volts to 4 volts because your phone battery is 4 volts. And that led to power loss. So that power loss is the reason for the difference in value. So that is the reason for it. But on average, these two power banks, they are very, very quality power banks. They met up to standard via our calculation. Both power banks met up to standard. So please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this. See Wise Gadgets. Peace out.